Hey everybody, it's GSR. Just wanted to show you my Minecraft world. Been playing this world for about 4 years since large biomes came out. I want to say, what is that, May of 2012? I basically play within a walled off enclosed area that I built basically because I found two naturally generated villages. This is the most northern one. There's one a little bit to the south over there that you can still see the remnants of when we go over there. And I figured, you know what, let me just build up these two villages and see, like how, like if I can generate like the villagers and have all that stuff going on. But then at the same time, there's also two ravines over here within the walled off area that I figured, you know what, I'm going to build the town down into the ravine as well and have like kind of like a canyon town with like terraces or whatever, like sort of how you would see like something the way it would look in the mall, like when you would stand in the mall and see like the stores and the levels going up above you or whatever, you know. I like building in the Tudor style, so you see a lot of that. I use a custom add-on for the glass panes, and I think for the sun and the moon, or maybe not, maybe just the moons, and for ore, I believe. So that ore, you get this kind of like weird sticking out kind of feature. I really like that. Otherwise, it's pretty much vanilla. I like to do the ambient lighting thing, so you see a lot of that going around. So when it becomes nighttime, I generally don't sleep, so that I can see how the lighting looks, because I do like to use backlit stuff, sub lighting, very soft background lighting type of deal. I also like water features and a lot of foliage and gardeny looking stuff, and I like to variate my style and change it up and, like make some kind of weird stuff. And, I like to try to watch some of the videos and see the tricks that they do and learn. You'll see like a lot of missing doors here because, like I said, I do tend to not sleep at night, so I'm always getting, the errant zombie here and there, because there are villagers still floating around. Quite a few actually, because I seem to definitely be triggering the villager breeding somehow with these houses. I do occasionally trade with them. So sometimes I'll trap them in here, and then, sometimes, I don't know, I guess they get zombified anyway. But you'll see like a lot of these like weird little pillbox houses, because I try to like make it look like the villagers are trying to keep to their little simple style. I have this giant pine forest over here that I built. It's quite humongous. Took about 4 or 5 months real time to build. Basically, they're all like just a stack of 15 logs with a regular pine tree growing on top. And because that giant pine forest is there, it's also very dangerous in there. And a lot of the buildings will have spruce, because I want it to look like, they've been tapping into the forest for a lot of their building supplies. There's a desert out this way, so you see a lot of sandstone as well. I decided that all the original houses will have this blue diamond on it. That's the Historical Society symbol, meaning you're not allowed to break these houses or rebuild them in any way. These are the original, protected by the Historical Society houses. You'll see occasionally houses with a red glass pane on them. That'll indicate that those houses are going to be rebuilt. These fields will eventually have some houses and stuff and buildings or whatever in them. They're just there for, like food and whatever, and trading to make trading items and stuff like that. I have an extensive stable over here that I built. Lots of different houses. Like I said, I like the Tudor style. You'll see a lot of dummy houses that are like carved into places just to give me an idea of like how I'm gonna start building stuff. For instance, like here is a dummy like place. Basically just a hollowed out storefront, so to speak, so that, you can get an idea of how you can space out stuff and, have separate places within these things. Like you can see over here. I like to do little tricks with the lighting. Like I said, like I'll use the colored panes to, show like, some rooms are lit up while some rooms are darkened, showing that maybe, like nobody's in that room. Like I said, I like to build into these ravines and stuff. I like to have like kind of like sewer, I guess you could say, like runoffs and aqueducts, and I like to be in that red brick color, so it looks like that old kind of like New York or Chicago style sewers from back in like the turn of the century. Well, turn of the 19th century. And let's just go straight down. You know, and I have like little fake turnoffs over here, like where, you know, like you can't get into, kinda, and I just make it look like it disappears somewhere where you don't know where it goes to. I like to do like, you know, like subtle ambient lighting with steps, you know, like, so it looks like kind of like that theater lighting like they have in the movie theaters where only the base of the step is lit up so that you're not, you know, putting a glare on the movie screen, that type of thing. You know, some more of these dummy places. I also like to do stuff like this, where you also have it like running off into like some kind of mysterious cavern down there. You know, I really like the look of that. I'm going to fix that up so it looks a little more natural. So it just looks like a natural overgrown cavern, and then, you know, we'll eventually have other stuff built here. I guess that was a squid that was dying. A lot of other these, like, you know, like tunnels and different things where things disappear, and, you know, like the water disappears and you won't know where it goes to. This leads down to a zombie spawner and some caves. This is like a kind of water elevator down to the zombie spawner. Not really developed. I was going to bring it up here, and then I realized that I actually remembered that you have to be near the spawner in order for it to be working. Let's just have a quick look down here. See, I really like the way that looks. I have all these like little subtle areas, and I tap into all the little caves and stuff that you find in here, and I'll eventually turn them into spaces here. This is my skeleton spawner. I don't know why I only have these. Ooh, that's loud. Wow. So this is basically the skeleton spawner. I have this set up. I don't think I have enough fall damage going on. I think I might have to drop it one more level down, but basically they're going to fall down there and eventually drop down. And then they're going to come up over here. Somebody calling me on my phone. They're going to come up over here. And they're going to ride down, drop down over here. And then we're going to be able to smack them around and get some XP and whatever stuff that they drop. And because I've been working in this area for so long, the mobs are at the higher levels. So most of them come out with armor and enchanted bows, and they drop all sorts of other stuff like that. So you're always going to get a lot of stuff. Whoops. So you can see here, like, you get all of this stuff from, not this prismarine stuff, but, you know, like all of that stuff. So I set up an anvil and you know, like, look at this. Made these bone blocks out of all of that. You know? So basically they drop there. You can come down here, you can give them a smack, you know, do what you gotta do. But because they're always wearing armor, they're gonna take more than one hit. So that's where I get my bones and, you know, other stuff from. Let's head out this way. You know, as you can see, there's all these other sub-corridors and stuff where I plan to make other rooms eventually, and things that are blocked off so that mobs can't come in and get you. You know, that should be blocked off. I think my mouse is broken. Here's this other ravine. Let's have a little peek over there. This cow's been here for like ever, since like almost the beginning. So I don't mess with her. I let her hang out. She lives down here. She's the guardian of the bottom. And again, I like to have the water run off. See how the water looks like it's running down into some subterranean sewer network? Subterranean canal system. And the same thing over here. Just to make it look interesting. This will eventually be overgrown. The same thing with that. I'll have it looking like the one on the other side there. Again, with the ambient lighting, I like to give it like that pool lighting. Also, because it's like a canal with running water, I kind of give it this like dirty, kind of like sediment strip at the bottom, like it's collecting there. And again, a lot of the waterfalls and sewer drainage into it, so that, you know, like you imagine like water's draining out of all the different houses. This is how they're getting their water and all this kind of stuff. You know. But the best part about it is, in doing all these subterranean cavern checks and all this stuff, let's see, how can we get up? I think we can go up this way. Eventually I'm going to have to put a bunch of stairs to make it easier to get up and indicate better how I'm getting up here. because sometimes it's all a bit confusing. Okay, that looks like a tunnel to the other side. Ah, I see. Oh, what have we here? Missing chunks. Let's see if we could... Yeah, Minecraft. Freaking spectacular. Thank you. Whoa. Almost fell down there. Okay, let's shoot across. As you can see, more structures being built. You see a lot of strange vines growing, like not strange vines, but like vines growing in odd places, just big giant patches of vines in like weird spots they shouldn't be. And that's basically because I grow them so that I can use them at other spots. So sometimes, like when I'm working in an area, I'll grab a couple of vines and just plant them on the wall until they get real big, and I'll use them in that area, and then I'll forget about them and move to another area. So yeah, a lot of that's going to get cut out too. Here's a way up. And the frame rate's a little choppy only because I got YouTube playing in the background. Usually it's a little smoother. Usually I don't have too many issues. So yeah, and then with the ravine, I'm going to have a lot of this kind of stuff going over it, like buildings straddling it, so to speak. Buildings on the edge of it. I like to do a lot of these, like kind of... See, that's going to be a building that goes up or down. See, I'm going to have a lot of these... Damn, what is with my mouse? A lot of these like little in the cut type housing, and then housing up here as well, so to speak. And then all this is going to eventually have a lot of housing. I love coming through here. See, and then that's the big wall that protects everything, keeps out the riffraff. So a lot of times what I do is I start building, and then once I've finished building one little structure in one area, I'll move to a completely another area. And then I'll like start over there. So I'll keep it fresh. Like sometimes I go to landscaping, and then sometimes I go to housing. See, here's another one of these like little fake dummy sewers. Oh, are you stuck down there, Miss Chicky? Yeah, and this is a good spot so I could show you the kind of way like I like to do the lighting. So like here you can see like stuff like this. See, with these end rods. Damn, all my doors are missing. But then, you know, you step away, you get this nice ambient, like under the awning like look. Use levers, like, you know, like as light fixtures in a lot of the spots. You know, hide them up inside there like that, so that you get like just that ambient kind of subtle light, you know. Do this kind of trick all over the place, so you get like this like little subtle light, so it really looks nice over here. Ooh, that was scary. See, those are the bad guys on the other side of the wall. So anyway, you can see a lot of these different ambient lighting tricks that I do. I also do like a lot of these tricks. Like, here's an example of the nobody home in that room, lights off, light on in this one. Meanwhile, there's light in both of them to keep the mob spawning, but if you use the darker glass to represent light being off, it really comes out to a good effect. You know? Those are sea lanterns. Also, another one of my favorite things. I really love the end rods. The end rods are really cool because they kind of remind me of fluorescent lighting. So, yeah, you know, if you're really imaginative about it, you know, you can really create really cool lighting effects, really good shadowing, subtle stuff. You know? And this is back where we started over there. You know, and exploring a lot of these caves and stuff like that, you know, you end up finding like a lot of stuff. Like if we come down here, right? Come down these steps over here, come down over here. Let's see. Come down here, come down here, come down here, come down here, I believe. Are we going the right way? Or is it this way? Oh my god, it's such a maze. Let's see, maybe we come back this way. Oh, there's the pit. Right? Okay. Cross the call? Cross the call up here, maybe? Dead end. It's tricksy. It's real tricksy. There's the pit, right? Okay. It's back this way. Or is that the way we came? Is that the way we just were? Let's go up this way and see. That is a dead end. There is a ravine down here somewhere. I just gotta find it now. Then I get lost, right? There's the pit, there's the way out, okay. I know it's down here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Do we have to go around the pit that way? No, we can't go around the pit that way, right? There is no other way. Okay, so we gotta go down this way. You'll see it because there's red mushrooms. That's how I know where it is. Okay, we came this way, right? Did we come this way? Yeah, we went up there. Is there another way? There's no other way. You want to eat that? Is it this way? Aha! It was right there the whole time. Look at that. We come out here. So you have all this kind of craze. Right? The hell hell chasm. Hell. Welcome to Hades. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Ooh. See ya. Nope. Why am I confused? Aha! It was up this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get up there. Okay, so I'm gonna eventually maybe do something with that ravine. I don't know. It's so far on the ground, and the only way to get really there is through that little hatch. So I'm not too sure. Here's another like trick I do with that. See that? With the lighting. You'll see a lot of these scaffolds and, like I said, the dummy houses and dummy places. A lot of these outlines set up so that I can kind of get an idea where I want to go. I really like playing with the lighting. Damn, missing another door, but you can see like what I mean with the lighting. It really gives it a good effect. There's a reason why there's a hole in that wall. You'll see in a minute. So then I was out there looking for sand, and let's just fuck it. Let's just go out. Looking for sand, and I see that there's a missing chunk. No. I see that there's this humongously giant ravine down here. And I'm like, oh man, you know, that's really cool. I'm going to have to extend town further out and take advantage of this one. Because this one's humongous. Right? Here's the desert. Here's the wall I built. I started evening out the land. Started cleaning it out. It was kind of almost covered over by sandstone, zigzagging all over. So it was really like, looked like Swiss cheese. And I broke it all away to open it up and get light down there so that mobs wouldn't spawn. It goes so far down. Look, that's redstone all the way down there. So I needed to get down there, and I was going to eventually make a set of stairs. But I also remembered that there was another ravine. So yeah, that's the one over there. This one over here, that's 2. Right? But then I remembered that there's one over here too that I discovered in this basement. Come down here, carefully come down these steps, and you have this ravine. Creeper. These natural, like, walled off sections. Alright, but if you follow this over here, right? Come up here, zigzag all the way down, or circle all the way down, so that you're at the lower level of this ravine. Well, not the lower level. I put those there to mark that. Yeah, I have silk touch. I marked something there. There's a reason why that's there. That's a coordinate marker. And I'll show you why. Come down to the bottom of this one. Now you're in this kind of abandoned mine shaft system. Down here. Follow it straight out, and then boom! Now you're in this freaking chasm, ravine. But what I discovered is it's actually this ravine which curls this way, curls that way, and that goes from here to here. From here to here is actually a second ravine further down, which curls from this way and comes around like this and dips under there. Right? So this is actually 2 humongous ravines sitting one on top of the other. But wait, there's more. But wait, there's more! Get to the bottom of this further down ravine. Oh, damn. I'll have to put some of these up, I guess. Brings you out into yet another ravine. Seriously? Oh, shit. What the fuck is this? So anyway, it brings you up into this other ravine over here, which is great. There's like so many. But then you come down to the end of this ravine, climb up here. This brings you over here. This way. So many ores. And then this brings you back to where we were in this other ravine. The hell ravine. Oh shit. Right in the face. Ha! That's what you get. Holy crap, that was scary. Right in the face. But yeah, this is my Minecraft world, and this is this way. This is what I've been working with. So there's also, you know, like you have those kind of like chunk errors that you get when you know, versions would change, because this world, like I said, was May 2012, so it was definitely before the supposed time when they said, oh, you know, like patches will no longer affect the biome generation, so you no longer get chunk errors anymore when the new patches and new versions come out, and you know, explore new areas and blah 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 blah. Which I think it still kind of does happen to a degree. You know, you can still get it here and there, maybe even mildly, you know, sometimes. But I do have a lot of, you know, like spots where I went exploring afterwards and got, you know, like the biome, the really stark borderline between biomes, like, you know, like snow here, and then all of a sudden, you know, like it's no snow or whatever. A lot of ore over here on this end. But yeah, that's my biome world in a nutshell. So, you know, tell me what you guys think, and, you know, like any ideas you might have, and, you know, or maybe, you know, like what you do, like with ravines, or, you know, like with towns, or do you like exploring, or, you know, like staying in one set area, you know, like how do you like to do it, you know? Let me know. And I'm gonna get stuck on this hatch. Didn't I just eat a chicken? All that climbing makes me hungry. So there you go. I might check out the forest next time. We'll see. We'll see what else there is to do. You know, maybe I'll do some fishing. Do I have a rod? I don't have a rod. Is there a rod in my chest here? Oh, plenty of rods. Here's my favorite fishing spot on this here old log. Wish we could have some cricket noises or some frog noises. See you later.